My name is David Adelman. I'm the Senior Director of Loss Prevention for Applegreen. We operate the travel plazas on the Jersey Turnpike, all the turnpikes in the Northeast.
And what type of systems was Applegreen's using before they started implementing Envysion in the stores?
We were using a system that was, you needed to upload or download video, you had to have a thumb drive, you had to mail it out to the person you were sending it to, yeah. So there was a lot of technical challenges with that system.
If you were to tell me a difference between the system you were using and the system that you're using now, what would be some of the main differences?
Yeah, the main differences would be that old system was a software that you had to download to the computer, so you couldn't just use it, wasn't web-based. So that was a huge problem because our managers, if they were new and they needed it on their laptop, they have to get IT to put it on their laptop. So that was one of the biggest things. And then the burning of video, because we're on the toll roads, the police are always asking for video from people who come in and out, and trying to get them that video was very difficult. So now with Envysion, it is one of the best features I love is being able to upload video and just email a link. That is the best quality of that system for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So would you recommend Envysion to other?
100%. We don't even use all of the features that it has. We're just using it just for cameras right now.
Mm-hmm. And what do you, talking about features, what features of Envysion software do you find that are most useful in preventing loss and increasing profits in the locations?
Yeah, I mean, the prevention part of it, I would say, the employees, knowing that somebody is checking up on them, the managers having access from any computer, so they're able to identify issues and coach and train in the moment. So that definitely helps us reduce the losses that we might have taken from it. The best feature, once again, is the emailing of the video. It's just been a huge time saver for us. Trying to get video to the police, because that's usually who we're getting it to. But we've had a lot of circumstances where there's been incidents in the plaza where we've needed to send it out to the entire company, and with one click, it's pretty much there. So that is the best feature of it right now, but I haven't used other features yet.
You typically look at the cameras, or the ones that you're sending to the police and whatnot, are they typically from outside of your location, like perimeter, or inside your location?
It's a mix. We have some cameras, some plazas have cameras outside, all of them have them inside. So I would say most of the time it's going to be from inside. So, but there are a lot of times people's cars are broken into in the parking lot. The police want video. If we have cameras out there, then we'll send them over the video.
And do you find that most of the theft or the incidents are external or internal?
Internal, I would probably say, because we have most of our cameras inside. But I wouldn't say, if I had to put a percentage to it, maybe 60% internal, 40% external, because we have a lot of people lost their wallet in the plaza, or their car was broken into outside. That's an external situation. A lot of lost and found slip and falls that we can go back for our insurance companies and pull the video and send it to them. So it really is a mixture. It's not just internal.
And do you find that there are any situations where you would need the camera, where there's drawer counting of money or any situation like that?
A lot of our locations, we have cash recyclers, and that's in a separate room, and we have abundance of cameras watching the employees get their money and put their money back in the machines. So,
if you were to think of a story of where you would have used the Envysion system, can you think of anything off the top of your head?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty, but it was just used in a situation where an employee, unfortunately, was taking money. Inside the recycler, there's a door that opens up where you put all the bills in, and your hand can go in there pretty deep. Employee thought they were pretty slick, that the camera wouldn't be able to see. With the zooming in on the cameras, we were able to see him scooping off bills and palming them in his hand, close enough that we could zoom in. So that's just one of many. There's many circumstances, but that's the most recent one.
And how are you looking at the video? I mean, I'm assuming you're not looking at it second by second.
Yeah, some of the plaza managers do have a monitor hooked up to the actual Envysion NVR, so they can see the live, when see where the lines are, different things like that. But usually it's going to be after the fact right now. It's always, to see what happened on a previous day. But operations does use it a lot to gauge the customers, how many are in there, how long the lines are, especially, if they're home and they look on their phone, so they can keep track of what's going on in the plaza. So it's used for not just from a theft standpoint, but operationally too. From a plaza director, I can tell you a lot of these plaza directors were with the prior company that had the other system, and it was difficult to navigate. So they love it. HR loves it because now, I just set everybody up and they can see there's certain plazas. The hierarchy is very easy to use to set that up. It was for a minute, it was a little confusing when I first started with it, but Envysion has a great support system behind it, and Faith was able to help me get some people to help me understand it. But once I did it a couple times, it's pretty simple to set up.
Great. Well, thank you. I appreciate your time.
No problem. No problem.